Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid, just going down to XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So this is why you got to follow me on Twitter. I did do this tweet a few days ago on the 24th of September right here. Potential ABC loading on XRP. Put some bids down here on the 0618, on the 1618, I do apologise, it's 04169. Okay, so that particular trade was fruitful. Right here, you could have gone short with the invalidation on your stop loss on the zero fib. This is something I always teach you. You can make money going short, you can make money going long. You can ride the waves in this volatile crypto market that it is. Okay, I remember here when I dropped this tweet, there were so many people saying, you know, hopium, and you know, you always want it to go down when it goes up. It's not going down there, it's going to $1 and things like that. But you know, I always try and identify the waves for you and show you possible trade opportunities, you know, in order small time frames. So let's take a look at the charts and we can see what happened then. So looking at charts, you can see you've got the basically symmetrical triangle, which is a neutral pattern. Okay, so it can break up or break down, but if you break down, you've got your minimal target, which is the technical target of the symmetrical triangle, and then you've come down and you've got the follow through down to the 1618. So at this point here, when I was laying down this particular trade, you could have gone short at this point here, okay, with your stop loss on the zero fib, and you ride it all the way down to the 1618, which was around about an 18% short op. Okay, so ride the waves basically. Anyway, we've found support off this right now. We've had a beautiful little reversal pattern here. Look at this, look at that. We had a beautiful little breakout yesterday because of some news or something, so it was a bit of a pump in the markets. But right now, I'll zoom in and try and find out what XRP is doing for you. Okay, so in the previous update, I said to you, like, potentially we're low down here, good place to go long with a stop loss on this low. Okay, build a foundation, look for the bullish divergence. We take a look, we got the bullish divergence as well. So we're starting to break out here, coming back up impulsively, correctively, impulsively. So we could say, you know, right now this is a big wave 3. Let me show you what I'm looking at right now for XRP. That is potential scenario. What we've got is an impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, impulsive wave 3, and right now we're looking for the end of the corrective wave 4, which actually could be in. You know, we could have put in this shallow ABC correction just there, ABC, and right now we could be in this fifth wave loading. So what I've personally done here, okay, sorry, that fifth wave needs to go up there, so we could be looking at some kind of breakout here for fifth wave for XRP. Now to look at the targets, all you have to do is drop the fibs on. Okay, so if the wave 4 correction is in, we've got this ABC correction, it is done, which I'd love to tell you that it is, then we will be looking at a breakout, okay, from here to here and a continuation. Now, you know, we obviously keep an eye on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin's breaking out today, then this validates that I think that your correction's in and you're going to look at another breakout here for XRP. So I will be looking at minimal targets here for XRP of this, you know, sort of fifth wave up of around about 1618 at 053, which actually would start to come up and attack them highs up there. Okay, now if you do start to do that, then you've got a massive impulsive move to the upside, but this is just riding the waves basically. So what am I doing personally? I think that we've got some kind of channel here which could still be corrective. You know, this, you know, could still be some kind of A wave, this B wave like this that comes up to shallow retracement and then drops again. You can see at the moment what we're doing, we're sort of coming up to the golden ratio, potentially get up to the 702 fib and then roll, and this could be some kind of rising wedge like this that comes up and rolls, and if it does, you start to see the loss of this wedge basically, you know, this rising channel like this, which is all tradable. You know, you go short, you go long, you go short, you go long, and things like that. Trade the ranges, which will teach you. If this is some kind of A, this is some kind of B, and we're dropping again C, then obviously if you start to come down and sweep these lows here, the zero fib at 047239, then you've got a short on your end. So what am I doing? But personally, you know, I've been going long off this channel basically. So I went short there, closed it down here, and now I've gone long again with my stop loss down here. So I'm currently in a long at the moment. I always tell you what I see. So my stop loss is down here on this low, because this is the negation. Obviously if you roll, you're going to get stopped out and things like that. So I'm looking to close my long if we come up to 702 fib wick on it. So from there to there, it's not a massive trade, but it's just opportunity. Okay, from there to there is around about 1.8%, just riding the waves, isn't it? You know, so if this is a rising wedge of some kind of B leg and we drop again in a C leg, then we need to come to your charts and drop the high, okay, from wherever it starts to roll and sweeps this rising wedge. If you do start to do that and you roll again, then you've got another drive down here which lose that low. But it could be in, right? Coupled with the fact that Bitcoin's breaking out, we could see a continuation of this breakout, and we could say, okay, we've got this sort of short-lived ABC correction wave 4, and right now this is formation of a wave 5. For this to be fruitful and valid, we have to see XRP come up and break the 1 fib. So if you're not looking to enter the market right here, okay, looking for longs or shorts, you could just wait for a scenario to play out, and that's just for the 1 fib to be broken. If that starts to get broken, I think you're looking at a minimal 1618 target up there at 053. free with the continuation and the follow through right there for XRP. Okay, so I hope you understand that update. But right here, you know, ride the waves. Down here was a beautiful little opportunity, wasn't it? Okay, because we've got impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, which was large ABC correction coming back. Okay, you got A, B, C correction coming back to these lows, never lost it, creating a foundation, boom, breakout. So, you know, I'd love to tell you that the wave 4 is in here, because usually wave 4s are a little bit, you know, shallower and basically shorter lived. If it is, and we got this breakout here, you're looking at 53 minimal cent token right there for XRP. Okay, ride the waves. Right now you could go long on Bybit and BitGet. It's entirely up to you. Go long, right, like what I've done off these levels here, with your stop loss down here, ride it up to the 702 fib, take a bit of profit, and if it starts to roll, I would think about opening short with a stop loss on the high of the 702 fib, or wherever it begins to roll, put your short in with your stop loss right there. Okay, so I wish I could tell you that the wave 4 correction is in, but this is definitely some kind of wave 3, isn't it? Look at that, massive wave 3. I know there was some news that come out that was a catalyst as well, but you know, I think that XRP is just doing what it needs to do. There is a scenario that's playing out right now that is very bullish for me if we see the follow through. Like I said to you, I'll zoom out in a moment, but you know, if we take a look at this retracement off wave 1 all the way back down in wave 2 to these lows, you can see that pretty much boom, 702 fib. It's always a really good area of support, isn't it? You know, to build some bids if you're not already in a trade. Sit out, wait for the wave 1, wait for the retracement of wave 2. Always the 702 fib is a really strong area. Just there you could have said, okay, well, we're building some support here, we're looking for a break, a golden cross, put my stop loss on the 786 fib. You know, I'm going to try and show you more 5-minute trades going forward, but going forward, you know, that would have been a really good area to go long on the 702 with your stop loss on the 786. You start to build that confirmation, boom, you're breaking out. Huge impulsive move right there. So, you know, I'm looking for the end of this corrective wave. Potentially it's in, and potentially, you know, the confluence to the fact that it could be in is Bitcoin. If Bitcoin right now is breaking out of that ascending triangle, you are going to see this follow through here for XRP, aren't you, coming up. So I wish everyone the most luck. So on the weekly time frame, like I said to you, I think that there's something very similar playing out here, where we've come up in a 1, 2, 3. You know, we've got this kind of 4 that we're going through out there, and then the 5th wave run into resistance and start to come back. Okay, if we have a massive correction in the markets here, which is possible, you know, to come back to the lows after all these breakouts, if we was to come back, then I think that you might be fruitful putting some bids on this wick 1 high, which is around about 04993. If you start to see the wick through on this neckline of this W double bottom pattern here at 0382, and it would begin to look a lot like this particular break off these lows here, where we came up like this, massive 1, corrective wave 2, big 3, look at that, 4, 5, do you see that? Then you've got your big in my opinion, wave 2 correction just there, and it's a very similar scenario. Let me get rid of the drawing so you can see it better. You see up here we wicked, which is potentially this wick here, we sort of consolidated for a bit, putting this final 5th wave, and then we're putting this A, B, C correction. We're potentially putting this A, B, C correction coming back down to the neckline of this support. Do you see that neckline of support, which is a wave 2 correction coming back down in a macro wave 2, because this would be, that's a macro wave 1, do you understand that? And then you got your macro wave 2, this is a macro wave 3, macro wave 4, macro wave 5. Do you understand? And we're going through a very similar scenario for the lows right now. So you understand that update. You know, I'm not saying that you're going to come back to 38 cents absolutely with, you know, certainty, but it's a possibility in the future. If we was to have a whopping correction, then you can see how this particular sort of macro impulsive move played out, where it did come back to the neckline, and no one would have believed me at that point, because I would have said to you at that point, you've melted through the support here, you've melted through resistance of support, you've not back tested it, so that is always on the radar. You've done exactly the same there. Okay, so you understand that update. Ride the waves. Take care, everyone. Remember, all this can be tradable. Everything that I talk about is tradable on BitGet and Bybit. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.